Hi, I'm Peter Haddock, and today I'm really excited because one of the things I've loved that's come out of Volvo SMT GB has been what I like to call the little ant that we've got right here. And I'm joined by Martin. Martin, this isn't an ant, this is quite a big piece of kit, but this is Volvo SMT GB reinventing the whole world of the workplace, because these that are electrified, fossil-free fuel, fossil-free steel, and fossil-free fuel, fossil-free steel that goes into this enables us to have numerous ants going all the way around the site in a continuous chain. Looks a totally different approach to mining quarrying, isn't it?
Absolutely, yes. So what we're looking at here, this was the original concept machine that was developed for the electric site that we've done with Skanska in 2018. These have since moved on and now starting to become a reality. There's a couple of live commercial projects now kicking off, one in Sweden and one in Switzerland, quarry-based applications. But yeah, these now starting to come into real life.
So the idea behind this, folks, is you get a big scoop and you pop it in and off it goes. And so we're not filling up lots of off-highway trucks idling, waiting for that process. And electrification means they go and plug themselves in when they're ready. So come over here, folks, because one of the things I was really impressed with when I looked at this sort of machine is how it obviously works in an autonomous way. Join me, Martin, over here with that. We've also got an interesting video that's going to be coming up in the context of how the machines are also, other Volvo machines are also working on site as well. But we can see here that the changes in way in which Volvo have developed their machines. And what I wanted to do, Martin, is also walk over to another machine that I'm seeing over here, which is another prototype which we've got. So Martin, what is this? It's a wheel loader by the looks of things. What have we got here?
Absolutely. So this is another machine that was developed for the same electric site project. This still remains a prototype. This is a hybrid wheeled loader. It runs off of pure battery energy. It does about 1 hour shift on battery, and then it has a small diesel engine in there. Just drives a generator to create the power to continue working.
What's interesting about this then, Martin, is you know, you've got the battery powered, you're hybridizing this, but you've also looked at another concept which we're going to see in the way in which we can connect items into the job site. We've got to go and walk a bit further along here now, folks. So how this works with the way in which Volvo has come into play here with another product is, we talked about the battery hybrid over there, but Martin, I can get a cable and I can plug the cable into this one, can't I? Yep. And that's a different approach again, because a prime mover doesn't necessarily move about the site as much if we're in a quarry application, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is a dual powered machine, so both electrically powered and diesel powered. Obviously, when the power cable, and it's quite a large power cable, is connected in, it's pure electric energy that drives it, and then when you want to reposition it, it's done on diesel power.
So we're just moving this around on diesel power. It makes it so much more efficient, and some of the sites that I'm talking about in the future, they've got hydropower going in, they've got a massive amount of electricity going into some of the sites here, and I know Volvo has been looking across the world to challenge people into the way in which they do quarrying and mining, which is all going to change in the future, plugging it into massive solar banks, for example. But one of the things that we also need to consider is how is a site set up? And Martin, I'm going to leave you here for a moment, if you may, because I'm going to join one of your colleagues over here. I always like, folks, I love a big drone. And this is a big drone. I know I drone on a lot, but this is a big drone, folks, with some mega cameras here. And please tell me your name, introduce yourself, because this is your baby, isn't it?
It is indeed, yeah. My name's John Lawrence. I'm the product manager for Site Efficiency Services. So part of the products I look after is site simulation that require aerial mapping, hence why we have the drone, and Dig Assist, which is our machine control platform. But this is our drone. As I said, we use it for aerial mapping. It's state-of-the-art DJI M300, and we just use it to capture and process basically a point cloud of sites and then we use that data in our site simulations.
Right, folks, so the point cloud is really all about mapping to the tiny, tiny centimetres, even millimetres with some of their technologies like this. What that enables us to do is actually get the data that we need to look at all the stockpiles and manage the site effectively and efficiently. So we've got to go and have a look over here, because the thing about this, folks, is we've got that drone taking the data, and then we're coming over here to see, and come in here with me, to see that this is actually what the computer sees. So you can see the model that is then created on site, and we can look and work with that model to show you how that actually creates a better work site and a better environment.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so we've got the digital model here. We've overlaid the map of the haul route, and we play an animation on the software so we can identify areas where you can optimise the site. So we take into account how we can reduce total cost of ownership, reduce fuel, and also productivity targets.
We're going to actually look now at the area with Domini that's actually having the electric element to the industry. So come over here with me to Domini. Domini, we actually met numerous times before, but fundamentally there's a big change happening in the market at the moment. I know you're sitting down with my friends at Eurovia a moment ago, where they're investing even more in the battery-powered Volvo units, aren't they? And we're doing really well in the UK. Why is that, and what's happening with the battery-powered at the moment?
Yeah, so it's really interesting. Obviously, we launched the 3-ton excavator. It was about a year ago now. We had that conversation, didn't we?
Yep.
And we've seen that really flourish. And what we're really seeing is infrastructure, how it fits in with infrastructure. And funnily enough, the implementing of charging facilities.
Right.
So these are absolutely ideal to be using to digging up your cables, utility services, and this is really where we're seeing them flourish. Obviously, with the latest in red diesel, energy as a whole, people are really, now's a great time to move to electric. So it's actually using the electric machines to put in that infrastructure, which is really nicely coming together. So initially we had the largest excavators on the UK market. We're now, very excitingly, launching 3 new electric machines. So we've got the ECR18, the EC18 and the L20, so 1.8 ton machines. And again, fully electric.
Yep.
And the idea is they will do a full day's work. So yeah,
it's great news. I mean, what's really interesting is to see that the electric machines are putting in the electric infrastructure that the electric machines need. And I think what we need to all see right now is the change from red to white diesel means that the cost of actual operating an energy efficient machine like an electric machine, no idle times, if it's not working, it's not using electricity, means that they are coming to be really quite an efficient way of doing things, and people are looking again, aren't they, with the price changes?
They are, and I think what's really interesting is what we want to do is cater to everyone. So where you've seen the plug-in, option where we're coming for the larger machines that are static, we're catering to the smaller end of the market where these machines can be very nimble. They can be transported, even, these machines can be charged with a 3-pin plug overnight, and that's just very adaptive to all sort of market areas. So yeah,
that's brilliant. Well, Dominic, thanks for the update. More new electric machines coming from Volvo and SMT GB, of course. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Peter.
So finally, as we're going to take on board the rest of what SMT GB Volvo's doing, is we actually need to look at some of the technologies that are going in and that are on board the machine.
So I'm Richard Cannon, Product Manager for Site Efficiency Services, and this here is Connective Map. So where you create a site with haul roads, load and dump areas, safety areas, speed limits, single lanes, and various other parts on there. You connect other machines to the group. It gives you visibility of each other, reliant on the 3G signal. And you can also have an app to put it onto a phone or a tablet, so people coming to the site can then become visible and see other people on site. You can set up speed limits, and moving on in time, that will be a physical speed limit. So when a truck is in that area, it will limit the speed. Like this is on a Volvo product, will limit the speed of the truck. So there is also an office portal coming where you could do all the designing of the haul roads, etc., the load and dump zones, and create this on the map. You can view the traffic flow of the site, so if you see pinch points or people bunching up, speeding across site and then sitting in a queue, it helps with the efficiency. You can manage this. It's a brilliant tool.
It sounds fantastic to me, folks, and I think this is the whole point. The way in which we manage our services and the way in which we manage to change the things we do in the industry means that we are here now at Futureworx delivering what we need to for the future, a better, more connected, more versatile, safer environment. Thanks very much for joining me today. And thanks very much, folks, for the quick tour around of the Volvo machine and all the different things that SMT GB are doing. We also, remember, folks, have the little Lego machine that the team at Volvo have worked with Lego to develop, and that's another really exciting concept that is going to come to market, I'm sure, in the next few months. Great to see SMT GB Volvo here at Futureworx. Cheers!